Hello everyone and welcome back to Andres Early Reads, your YouTube channel for indie gems and upcoming books of the indie world. Today I will be talking about Perils of the Past by Kane Williams. It's a classic adventure that for people who love the Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. It's a book told from three perspectives, 3 points of view. And one of the main aspects of them is how very human they are. And that's something I loved very much from the book. As I wrote in my review, it's a story in 3 times. It's a story written in the past, in the present, and the future. And in a sense, the 3 characters are the very representations of those times. I want to focus mainly on Cal and Antarna. And those are the 2 characters that have the most space in the book. Cal is a seer, and perhaps the driving theme for him is, what would you do if you knew the future? And that's something very powerful. Checking if my mic is on. I'm now a little paranoid about my microphone. I've lost many filmings because I didn't properly check if it was turned on. So yes, Cal, its theme as a seer is, what would you do if you knew the future? And intervening with the future has a price. Will he be willing to pay the price for messing with the future? And that's something I really enjoyed reading with Cal. It's how he goes on about that. On the other hand, Antarna, some would argue she is the main character of the book. You can find her in the cover. She's a fighter, she's a warrior, but she's a lot more than that. And her theme is the past. How she makes peace with her past. And not only that, because she trains, or she is part of a religion where you can see your past lives and where your soul has been in the past. And it takes her to a place where she has to confront those lives she had in the past. And that's very powerful, because she has to develop her understanding and her empathy and many other things of herself to draw from those lives. And in a sense, that's how we should go about our past life, things we've done, and perhaps we're not happy about them, but how about we go with making peace with those choices? So that's how I saw Antarna. And in general, the book follows a very classic structure, and it takes us in an adventure. And I want to give a big shout out to Kane on his world building. The world is vibrant, it's very unique, it has an incredible array of fauna and flora that's unique to that place, and his descriptions are very vibrant. As I said, it takes you there. You find yourself deeply immersed in that world, and I quite enjoyed that adventure. Perhaps it took me about 25-30% of the book to get really into it, but that's I consider very normal in a fantasy book where you're getting to know the world. So that's just about normal. I rated it 4.3 stars, and I think that if you like classic adventures with great characters and unique worlds, will really enjoy this. So I urge you, go and check Perils of the Past by Kane Williams, and I hope you have a great time just as I had. So once again, thank you for coming to Andres Early Reads. I hope your mugs are never empty and your TBRs are always full.